Kuningas kuuloo kuuhelvirstal oli 3 tytärtä. Vanhin kuutoi kangaspuilla, kuutoi kultaa kangasta. Toinen istui rappuusilla, maaloi vaskilangasta. Nuorin netsen neulal ompel kultaa mekkoista. Suu Arnoa, puu Arnoa, suu Arnoa, puu Arnoa. Määni tytöt soutaamaan, järven rantaan kahlaamaan.
There one building in here and one family has to pay, let's say, €500,000.
Every tree they have own story.
Oh, this is 5-year-old?
This can be 1, 2, 3, 4 years.
And this stand is how old?
How do you get, who gives the hunting licenses?
Hunting and gives licenses, but I must have rented or own 1,000 hectares. That I can get the license. And this is the first year I rented 200 hectares. Now there's 1.5 moose in this area. Yeah, in this autumn. Yeah.
You have to pay for the license?
Yes, I had to pay.
From this 5 hectare,
How many days?
Engät, sorsa sulkusukkaiset, talvirukkaset. Mie vain laulan äänelläni, säkeet suuhuni se pitän, mie vain laulan äänelläni.
We are here now in private forest owners' land, and actually you can see here the forest holding of this private forest owner. It's about 18 hectares, and all these are different compartments. And first of all, we went to see this 3-for-1 harvesting site, which is so-called intermediate harvesting, which means thinning, and in this case it was second thinning. And we are standing here on a very small compartment, which is regeneration area, which means that it's clear felt and now regenerated. And I have here Mr. Sakari Tikka with me. Place where we started this compartment, where is this intermediate felling. So what was the original standing volume of that?
Standing volume was about 170 cubic meters per hectare.
Yeah. Okay. And then after thinning.
After thinning, we are taking off the yield. Intermediate felling about, or are we talking about harvesting or cutting? It's about 70 cubic meters per hectare, and this compartment is 2.5 hectare. It means about 175 cubic meters per compartment.
Per that compartment, yes.
And when we are talking about first thinning, it's much more lower. It's about 40 to 60 cubic meters per hectare. And when it's very quite old felling, it could be 90 cubic meters per hectare. And clear cutting area or regeneration area, it's about to 400 cubic meters per hectare.
Yes, and we saw a harvester. It's made by John Deere company, which is also here in Joensuu, the factory. And the price of this machine was about 450,000 euros. And the driver, who has 3-year education for driving this machine, he said that the yield for company should be at least minimum 100 euros per hour, which means 1,000 euros per day. He comes to work at 5 and leaves at 4. No lunch break. Because he said that usually no lunch break, because he wants to work as much as possible, and he has a food heating system in the machine inside.
Regeneration, about the regeneration.
Yeah, and now we are in a clear felling area, which is very, very small. It is 340. It's this very small compartment here. It's only 0.4 hectares. And when is this felled? This year?
This year,
Yeah.
about
Yes,
last week.
as you can see, all the branches and tops are still green, and these tops and branches are going to be here. They are left here, so because the yield harvest is very small, so it's not profitable to collect. But on the other hand, also it's better to leave them here to release the nutrients back to the soil. And how is then the regeneration made?
This is in this area. It's only so small. It's a natural regeneration. We prepare the soil, and then you can see the pines. There come the seeds to the ground, and then will come new seeds and seedling.
Yes, and of course
That is a spruce. Yes.
Yeah. And of course, after a while, he or somebody else would check that the regeneration has taken place. And if not, then also artificial regeneration with the seedlings would be done.
And as you can see down there, there is a different method. There are going to also the soil cultivation, preparation, and then we will plant spruce seedlings there.
For how long you wait before you initiate artificial regeneration in case if it's not coming up? I mean natural regeneration, how long you monitor, how long you wait that it comes and then you go for artificial?
How you protect
Maybe the officer will come or the professional 2 years, but you'll have to ensure in 10 years that it will become a new forest.
So you wait for 10 years? And if it
Maybe
doesn't
we
happen-
don't wait for so long, but if it doesn't,
2 years, 2 years.
was established in 1960s, but already in 1930s, local.
But I'm very excited to really listen to you. There is someone else who disagrees with what we have been saying or would like to add something?
Sustainable professionals has been more than 100 years most important log rafting river. The log rafting finished.
Liekkä minusta laulajaksi taikka laulun laatijaksi. Liekkä minusta laulajaksi taikka laulun laatijaksi. Laulan yksin ollessani suures joukossa suuna päänä vielä. Laulan vieraammille tutummille tunnelmoin. Laulan yksin ollessani suures joukossa suuna päänä vielä. Laulan vieraammille tutummille tunnelmoin. Liekkä minusta laulajaksi taikka laulun laatijaksi. Liekkä minusta laulajaksi taikka laulun laatijaksi. Mie vain laulan äänelläni, säkeet suuhuni se pitän. Mie vain laulan äänelläni.
Increasing attraction for many people coming from Middle Europe or from Japan or maybe from India also with countries which are very
Liekkä minusta laulajaksi taikka
And what you could import to India, for example, you should think something about.
The old days, because when people were looking here from the lake,
Ollessani suures joukossa suuna päänä vielä. Laulan vieraammille tutummille tunnelmoin. Laulan yksin ollessani suures joukossa suuna päänä vielä. Laulan vieraammille tutummille tunnelmoin.
So he owns this nursery, but also this farm. This is, so they are mainly producing spruce seedlings, but also pine, oliko koivu kanssa? Birds, some larix, and then a small amount of some special species.
Liekkä minusta laulajaksi taikka laulun laatijaksi. Liekkä minusta laulajaksi taikka laulun laatijaksi. Mie vain laulan äänelläni, säkeet suuhuni se.
My name is Rauno Jussila. Here is my colleague Pasi Pitkänen. We come from the Regional Council. We warmly welcome you to the North Karelia and to this City Hall of Joensuu. North Karelia is maybe mostly known of its beautiful nature. We have totally different kinds of seasons. As you can see now, the bright colors of autumn. This is my favorite season now.
St. Petersburg lies around 400 miles to the northwest of Moscow. Nestled on the Neva River, it spreads out from its banks and across a series of islands that lie within the river delta. With a wealth of extravagant palaces, breathtaking cathedrals, and magnificent gardens, St. Petersburg is truly Russia's imperial city. Its grandiose architecture and picturesque canals were born from the glittering ambition of Peter the Great early in the 18th century and progressively gilded by generations of Russian royalty.
Within EU, I think it's a bit over 1,000 kilometers, the common border between in Russia forestry.
Я сам закончил Ленинградскую лесотехническую академию имени Кирова. Слышали, наверное, кто? ВУЗ.